Welcome to Rally Hunt Club. This webisode's a little bit different. It's all about corn. Now, we're here at one of our favorite sporting goods stores. We're not going to mention any names because they're not sponsors. But anyway, they got a sale on corn, and it's basically going to turn out to be 19 cents a pound versus what we've been paying 22, 23, and 24 cents a pound. So this is actually going to save us $40. So I thought I'd video this. In this webisode, we're going to talk about corn, and which is going to lead to talking about where we're going to place our feeders and how many feeders in our whole feed process. So come along with us as we buy this corn, and then I'll come back in later on in this episode and we'll talk about our feeders and our feeder philosophy. So stay tuned. So we thought it was going to be $7.50 a bag. We get up there, it's $6.99. Too bad we only get 20 bags. So I'd take some pallets. I got two of my great helpers tonight, Tad Givens and Lindsay Givens. Tad and Lindsay can run the camera. That ought to be interesting. Oh, wait, Lindsay. Alright, that's 400 pounds. Push that over there, sweetie. Just as long as we don't bust them springs on this truck. Oh. Stay tuned. We'll go over the feeders and our feeder philosophy right after I get through loading this corn up. Anyway, stay tuned. Alright, what you see now is Chuck Campbell's latest idea, which was a great idea. He actually bought a grain wagon, and we're calling the grain wagon Gold Rush. You're going to see it in just a minute. So, as you can see, he's pulling it down the road. The thing's fun to pull. This is the best thing about it. You're just going to see it. It's a grain wagon. Supposedly it'll hold about 130, 140 bushels of corn. So check this out. Chuck's always got to one-up me. Now that's gold corn right there. That's instant food plot. I just showed you us getting it in a bag. Now I'm showing you getting out of the grain silo. Ain't that look good? That also symbolizes a lot of work, whether we're putting it in feeders, or whether we're putting it on the ground, or whether we're going to bag it. But it's definitely cheap.
He's going the wrong way.
As you can see, we got to work on our door a little bit, but what's really nice is you can dump it straight into a wheelbarrow like that, and when the wheelbarrow fills up, the corn quits spilling out. I was afraid you open it up and it would just keep spilling out. So now you can dip your 5-gallon bucket in that wheelbarrow and put it in drums, put it in feeders, put it in bags, however you want to disperse your corn. And we fixed that door. And it
now
works
the two
really
previous clips, you saw me and my kids buying corn at a local sporting goods store where they had $6.99 for a 50-pound bag, and you saw us buy 20 bags. Now, that was a pretty good deal. And obviously, if anybody can find that deal, you ought to buy as much as you can. Now, Chuck had to go off and one-up me. We've been talking about buying a grain wagon for years, and you saw the clip of the grain wagon he bought. Now, he bought that grain wagon for $400, and we got 101 bushels of corn now filled up. And figuring out if that's 12 pounds of 50-pound bag is what the corn's going for in Middle Georgia where our lease is, that alone saved us $500. Of course, that's 120 something bags of corn that we had to take care of, but we did, and it worked out great. So now I'm going to show you our feeders. Now we plan on running 14 feeders, okay? We're going to run 14 feeders, and we currently got 12 of them out, and they're actually full of corn. Like I said, we were trying to get rid of 101 bushels of corn so we could take the wagon in. The wagon needed a little safety repair work, so we filled up all the feeders even though we hadn't turned them on. So anyway, typical feeders, we like these new feeders. I'm not going to mention any product names, but here's an example of a feeder setup that we have in one of our clear cuts. Okay. And the stand is in the woods right there. Okay. Now I'm going to show you on the map. We're going to run, like I said, 14 feeders. And in this area photo you see, you're going to see that we got them spread out all over the 16 plus 100 acres that we have. Now last year we ran 10 feeders, but we didn't hunt over the feeders. We purposely had the feeders 200 yards and out of sight by the Georgia state law. That's what it stated. But we put the feeders in such a way where the deer had to drag across. When they went to the feeder, most likely they would walk across one of our tower stands, and we were able to harvest that deer or whatever. But this year, all we did, because those stands were really good locations, all we did was move the feeders in front of those tower stands, and we moved a couple tower stands around to the feeders that were real popular. So as you can see in that aerial photo, that's what we're doing. And this is our corn episode, and just thought I'd share little tidbits of what we do here. This is Reality Hunt Club. It's a bunch of average people trying to run a hunting club that have other jobs, and I know this is probably more realistic to other people out there because I don't pay $5,000 to go to Illinois every year or go to go to Hadley Creek. Just can't afford it. So getting these small leases, which we've lucky enough to have a pretty big lease, and then we work on these leases and we get the properties better and better and better. This is our 7th year to be working on this property, and we've seen tremendous increase in the value of deer that we have. And our members are happy. It's a lot of work, but hey, that's what we love. So thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club, and stay tuned for more episodes, and I hope this corn episode will help you out. Thanks for watching.